For more, we're joined by Stephen Cohen, Professor Emeritus of Russian Studies and Politics at New York University and Princeton University. His most recent piece for The Nation is headlined "The Silence of American Hawks About Kiev's Atrocities." His book, Soviet Fates and Lost Alternatives from Stalinism to the New Cold War, is out in paperback. Professor Cohen, welcome to Democracy Now! What do you think we should understand about what has taken place?
The horror of it all, to quote Conrad, watching your reports on Gaza, knowing what I know, but what's not being reported in the mainstream media about what's been going on in eastern Ukrainian cities. These cities have been pounded by Kiev, and now this. Emeritus, as you call me, means old. I've seen this before. One function of Cold War is innocent victims. People who died, nearly 300 from many countries, are the first victims, non-residential victims, of the new Cold War. This crash, this shoot-down will make everything worse, no matter who did it. There are several theoretical possibilities. I am not a conspiracy buff, but we know in the history of the Cold War there are provocations, people who want to make things worse. So in Moscow, and not only in Moscow, there are theories that somebody wanted this to happen. I just can't believe anybody would do it, but you can't rule anything out. The other possibility is because the Ukrainian government itself has a capability to shoot down planes. By the way, the Ukrainian government shot down a Russian passenger jet, I think in 2001. It was flying from Tel Aviv to Siberia. It was an accident. Competence is always a factor when you have these weapons. Another possibility is that the rebels, we call them separatists, but they weren't separatists in the beginning. They just wanted home rule in Ukraine. That they had the capability, but there's a debate because this plane was flying at commercial levels, normally beyond the reach of what they can carry on their shoulders. There's the possibility that the Russians aided and abetted them, possibly from Russian territory, but I rule that out because in the end, when you don't know who's committed a crime, the first question a professional investigator asked is, did anybody have a motive? And the Russians certainly had no motive here. This is horrible for Putin and for the Russian position. That's what we know so far. Maybe we'll know more. We may never know who did this.